Hello guys, this quick tutorial is about the Radial Progress Bar. As I promised, I started remaking my old tutorials. Particularly this one is shorter, it's a better approach both for the logic and the quality. So, as for the controls, as you can see I have percentage rate, background and fill color. They both work with the alpha channel, so as you can see, alpha here controls the particular shape, right? The same for the fill color. So, what else? I don't have right definition for these attributes outer and inner, so these values are for the sharpness of the mask, both on outer and inner sides. So as you can see right here and right here, and thickness. So yep, that's it. That's how it looks, that's how it works. Everything's precise. Quarter, half, 3/4, full. So to achieve this, we need to make sort of operations. So basically we need this one. Vector to radial value. It returns, if a mask from the radial coordinates, the radial gradient from 0 to 1, and it looks like this. As you can see, the start point is here, and we need to make it as the clock, so where the 12 o'clock is, there should be the start point. For this, we use custom rotator with this setup. Here we shift the center of our UV, and rotation angle here, 0.25 is actually 12 o'clock. So, like this. Also, because it's the gradient, we need to subtract from this one particular value, our percentage, right? And when we start, you can see we have this sort of, like it's 25, 0.25, it means a quarter. If it's 0.125, it's 12%. So everything works fine. My previous approach was using simple if node, and it was something like this. So here, I guess it was like this. And this one works fine, but it returns very sharp edge, and I don't like the result. So if I go with this approach, right, the animation would look quite ugly. So that's why I use subtract and divide. So as you can see, we have more smoother transition, right? If it was like 0.2, like even more blur mask. We don't need to have particularly this one, but this one is quite good. And because we have, like if we go with only this setup, if you press apply and see how it works with our instance, our percentage, if it's 0, we can see we have a red inlay, right? So that's why I use remap value here. Our percent goes as input. Here we clamp sort of from what we need to calculate from 0 to 1, and here our target low and high, so it's our output. If you do this, this will help to deal with this sharpness of our mask. So here we go like this one. Now as you can see, 0 is totally fine, 1 also totally fine. Then we need to check our quarters. It's a little bit higher, but as for like the animation and maybe health widgets, right? If you scroll down, you won't see much difference. But overall result when transition between one state to another, like filling up, you can see everything works, like the visual quality is quite good. So yep, so division here after the subtraction will return more precise transition. Next we need to saturate it, and actually we need to multiply this one and 1 minus, it's the opposite mask, this one and this one. So you see on different values. So 1 minus goes to the fill color and this one goes to the background color. Here we need to multiply our default output with our alpha channel. As you can see, I have the custom name for this channel, so you won't miss it, it's opacity. And when I do this one and multiply it by this mask, it will control the opacity of particular mask. Then you need to add everything and use it as the final color. As for the opacity, here it's the shape. It's our radial or circular shape. You need to have 2 radial gradients. Subtract from like one from another. And here vector 4 is just to have like less mathy control. So I don't like to have scalars. If I can use vector, I use vector. And each particular channel is for particular control. Outer is for density for our bigger circle, inner for smaller, and thickness for smaller radius. So when we do everything, we'll receive something like this. So nothing fancy, everything works fine. And to like see how it works, we use the backtime sign, we subtract, and our animation works totally fine. Also, don't go with very low and very high values here. These values are actually to cover this corner values. They are mostly defined by the division number we have here. So if you need less precise mask, more blur, this value should be a little bit higher. So I hope you like this tutorial. Everything, like all my social media links are under the description to this video. Discord, Patreon if you like to support me. See you soon.